Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show everyone a concert that I'm going to go to. Today's Friday, August 12th. There's a concert in Elizabeth, New Jersey at the Ritz Theater. And the concert is Modern Talking Band featuring Thomas Anders. This group is very big back in the 80s. Some of you might know the songs. There was actually a duel, but they actually broke up. If you guys want to know more about them, you know, just there's tons of videos on YouTube. So I'm just going to show you clips and highlights of the actual concert. He also has a guest performer performing with him is Sandra, also a singer in the 80s. So I'll see you in a bit. everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed those clips that I put up of the concert. I just like to do a quick review of what I thought about the whole concert and theater that was being held at. So basically, it was held at the Ritz Theater in Elizabeth, New Jersey. It was a very small venue, so the parking wasn't really abundant. You could say you have to basically find off-street parking. We were able to find parking on a side street. It was a very small parking lot, but you had to pay meters up to a certain point. I'm sure there was like some parking lots that, you know, there has to be like an attendant or something like that, but we didn't look for them. But it was plenty of street parking that you had to basically feed the meters. That was one thing. So expect to probably, you know, get a ride there or get dropped off by Uber or your friend. But you know, parking around there could be difficult at the Ritz Theater. So that was one thing. And when we got there, the venue was kind of old. The seats wasn't really comfortable. You know, it was basically auditorium style seats where you find in like old school. That was one thing. And the other thing was like they had limited snack items. So they serve some alcohol drinks, you know, water and stuff like that. Obviously you can't bring, you know, your own drink in there because they do check at the gate or at the entrance. And there was like really no food. I think it was just like popcorn, and I don't know if it was French fries and stuff like that, but don't expect to like eat, you know, a meal there. It was just basically like snack items. And one other thing was the bathroom was actually on the second floor, like the mezzanine level. There weren't any bathrooms on the first floor, so I felt it kind of strange that they had like that issue, because we asked the usher what was the bathroom. They say it was upstairs. So if that's the case, you know, this venue wouldn't be handicap accessible, because, you know, you really can't get up there if you're in a wheelchair. So that wasn't good. So that's overall that was a big issue for people who, you know, have disabilities. Another thing is that when the concert started, a lot of people were rushing up near the stage. They were standing in the aisle, and they basically were, you know, trying to take pictures or record a video and stuff like that. So it blocked a bunch of people from getting into their seats or getting out. So actually, you know, they had ushers or the security told those people to move, but, you know, people kept flocking towards the front because they wanted a better view, and they were sitting over in the back. So that's one thing. And another thing is that in the back towards the mezzanine area, underneath the awning, I noticed that once I walked back there to like use the bathroom, it was kind of hot. It wasn't uncomfortable, but it was really hot. It was hotter than the front areas where it was open space. So if you're gonna actually go to that theater, just make sure you can get the seats that from my row. I think my row basically was at the end. I think I was in row N. From the A to N is basically where it's like open seating in the orchestra level. So that's the best spot where you can have good AC and circulation. But if you went all the way back where the mezzanine was covering the backside of the orchestra, it's really hot. So that was another thing, just word advice and a tip. And when the concert started, you know, I noticed that people were up, you know, dancing, which was fine. You know, it's like, you know, it's a concert, so you're supposed to like dance and, you know, things like that. But then I noticed the security guards and people who work there told the people to sit down. And even the opening act, Sandra, she was like apologizing for people that couldn't dance. But I'm not saying the whole concert you couldn't dance, but it was a certain points you know, that you couldn't. They just telling people to like sit down. So the way they would actually do is like they have flashlights, and they will flash at you, basically almost on your face. They try to do it in your body, but you couldn't see. They'll flash on your face to basically sit down. So I find it was funny and strange they did that, but I could understand, you know, people were dancing, you know, standing up. People in the back can't see them or can't see the performance. So at some point they do let you actually, you know, dance, but it wasn't through the whole night. You know, you weren't basically standing the whole night, which is good, you know, if you have any issues with standing and stuff like that, and never to see. So those are only things that I noticed, the experience from the actual theater itself. I don't know, would I recommend going back there for like another concert? Probably not. I mean, depends who it is. I mean, if they don't go anywhere else, you might just want to just go. But like, preferably if you have a chance to see that same performer at a different venue, go to a different venue. But like I said, you know, that's what my experience was. But overall, the concert was really good. You know, it had like a DJ that played a lot of 80s music, if you know, if everyone was into that. But you know, the band was really good. The sound was okay. It wasn't the best, but you know, it was loud enough that, you know, you could hear the music. It wasn't like wasn't that bad as some people put in, you know, the reviews of the actual center itself, the Ritz Theater itself. But I enjoyed the actual concert. You know, it was just a few annoyances here and there, you know, like, you know, people like in the back spilling drinks, and you know, there was no cup holders obviously on the actual seat, so I got my my shirt wet on my seat because someone actually was dancing and they spilled a drink. It wasn't a big deal, but you know, it was just kind of annoying. But overall, the concert really good, and that's what I thought about it. So hope you guys liked the video and what I thought about the concert. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time.